Today is a special day for the people of Kanandara village in the northern province of Papua New Guinea. They are welcoming PNG's Conservation and Environment Protection Authority to their village in order to establish a new protected area.
Our life is on the land, and it must be protected, especially the track region as our source of income. We have the highest cocoa blocks or farm within Ward 7 as a source of income and stands to highly benefit from the sustainable livelihood activities. Mr. Sabi, these are all our concerns that we bring through your attention to put on Kanandara into IPZ, and this is our heart. Whoa. All clans are ready to give the endorsement to have our section of the secondary track and the extended land areas to be within the IPZ zone. We see the potential of IPZ in terms of preserving our life, our land, our heritage, our culture, our future, and the next generation benefit. With tears, may God bless you all.
A few days later, the team travels a bit further to the village of Falai, where the people also wish to establish a protected area.
Thank you.
And then on to the village of Kaile. These were the first communities in the Kokoda Track Region to protect their environment as a formal protected area. But they would not be the last. In the years that followed, all of the communities banded together to protect the Kokoda Track Region.
This is a little pool where the legend boy and the legend girl by the name Gala and Mabia. They usually live on this mountain, and this is their pool where they usually wash and drink from here. And today it is still existing, and this pool has become a healing pool. It can heal any type of sick. When you drink, you can be healed. Once upon a time, there lived a boy by the name Gala, all alone himself upon this mountain where the head is. And every day he plays his bamboo flute from here while sitting on this stone, on the stone. He plays his flute, bamboo flute. And that sound of the flute went all the way to one of the places called Seregina from Koyari. And then when one of the girls from that village heard the sound of the flute, and then she decided to follow the sound of the flute up until came down, came and then came to Abuari. The sound was still big, and she followed the sound, came until it came to Agutawa, and heard that the flute, sound of the flute was up on the mountain. So she just walked up, and then she called to the boy, "Please, can you send me a ladder that I may climb up?" And then the boy sent down the rock step, and then she started climbing up on that rock. And the footprint is still down there where the girl started walking up the stone ladder. And then she came and met a boy up on this mountain, and two of them were married, and they stayed together, and they lived, and they had a son. And after all, the son died, and two of them too, they lived on this mountain until they died.
The place called Whitestone, or Aguya in the local language, is a special place. As the story tells, it's a location where people have come together from different communities. It is also a place of unique species, as is the mountain forests that surround it. And so, the people of Ward 8 in the northern province of Papua New Guinea have taken it upon themselves to protect their environment, to protect the plants, the insects, the forest, and all of the animals that live within it.
Okay, listen, Pastor. I'm open up there.
That's all right. These lands are home to unique species that are found nowhere else. They are a treasure to the world. Radiant butterflies abound in all colors. The people of Ward 8 also protect their culture and their history. The stories of the land they continue to pass down generation after generation.
I have a war military weapons here with me, and this is the gun that they have used before during their war, Second World War in 1942 for their used for their soldiers to fight. And this is also the old rusty cap for our young soldiers to use for during their fight in 1942. And also this is also the water container for them to drink during their 1942 World War. The village where they fought is Kaile village, and also Siga village, and also Felai. So they follow that. Kanandara, Felai, Siga, and then Kaile, and then
up to Hagutawa Mishima and to Abuari, Bikoya, and then down to the waterfall and then across to Battlefield. And that is the track for before they 1942 they used this track to fight. Thank you.
Name the place am Abuari. Abuari na Bikoya loya. This time Bikoya. This time Bikoya obeta this whole area and North Japan, Australia been come fight loya now. Only thing in Battlefield upside. Now been fight loya go na. I'm hard now go down lo up now. Go down the waterfall. Sampla go inside the cave. Or been hide lo up now. Next day out now been go same na. O sampla go down the waterfall. Rope now go down now. O been go same. Now been meet the friends blow. Now been go. Now this area side blow war memorial. So anything happen about the war memorial loya. All evidence tap tam loya by plagona by me looking. Sampla bullets being stopped kami collecting kami din puti tam. So this bomb knife na bullet kami digi mo this area now. This one plus suya midigi grand na part of suya mixing. Nami bugi mo stop. This Japanese have been come fight here now. Sampla line like come na me cleaning this area now. Setting go na ono come now. We just booming this bomb na. Address na suna me bugi mo stop.
To protect their lands, the people of Ward 8 have worked with Papua New Guinea's Conservation and Environment Protection Authority to develop a land use plan. This involves several steps. The first step is to tell the history of the land and the village. What events have changed the land, such as war, floods, droughts, and bushfire. The next step is to draw a map of the natural and cultural resources of the land. Here, the people of Kaile village draw a map of their land on the ground. Where are the rivers? Where do the different animals live? Where are the sacred sites? Where are the gardens and the hamlets that people depend on? The map is then transferred to a satellite image. The whole village is involved, both men and women, old and young. Everyone decides how the map should look. Plans are also made for the future of the village. What lands will be needed for cash crops, aid posts, and new houses? Where will the trees be cut to build more homes? Both men and women have their say. Once the plans are made, a final map is created. This map will also have something special. An area of land will be set aside as a protected area. Within this land, no trees will be cut, no animals will be killed. To protect these lands, the plants, the animals, the culture, the history, for the next generation, and for the world. The clan leaders of these villages have given their consent for their lands to be protected, and promised to follow their land use plan and the map that they have created. These same land use planning workshops have occurred in all the communities of Ward 8, including Agatava, Valai, and Abawari.
Man Mary, look out the cocoa block or say cocoa block. Look, Bagarapi on the bush nasta. Same type. Okay, now you can look in vegetables. Vegetables, and you miss a wet time, walk garden, you can. So kita gading kay kayo misa hindi
Dark green and conservation area. Yes. Timeline ito to February. After this time now, patay.
Within their land use plans, the people of Ward 8 have also identified the livelihood options that will best support them, such as commercial crops like vanilla and cocoa, and forest tree nuts like okari and soge. These livelihood options are supported within a protected area.
This one is a big one. It's a big one. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years, 4 years ago, this one. Yeah. I planted this one for 4 years ago.
Buy the cocoa. It's already been ready to be sold, dried in. That's the
bean inside.
Yeah. But that one's ready. The other one's ready too. Yeah.
Hey, under you. One time roll curry, one a month.
May, June.
May, June.
Yeah.
May, June. That's
Right time, yeah. Time long. But lokarem December, January.
January current by ready by
Ready lo.
I'm not ready to month.
No, it's already ready. And let's put down.
This called soge tree, soge nut. It's good for people can eat. Nut.
Oh, nice. That's a good one?
Yes, a good one.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like peanut and okari,
Yeah.
karupa. So thank you, that's all.
Communities in Central Province's Wards 20, 21, and 22 have also chosen to protect their lands. They too have completed land use planning workshops and provided their consent to make their lands a protected area.
By rules, green leaf, kind of leaf, rice, yes. Okay, yellow second village. Anu ay ko, ileli ko, seregida ko. Ono liga ko.
Masih kedua. Okay, dapat ya boy. Okay, target kilo ka education.
This is called a cemetery. It's called cemetery.
and there are lots of them grown in the area where the village is located, and the missionaries changed the name Gabea to Seregina because of these trees. There are lots of them grown there, so they call the village after the name of the tree.
In Seregina, they also have their own story of Mabia, who left from their village to go to Uguya on the other side of the mountains. Nearby, in the village of Naduri, John Galebe tells his story of the war.
This is a medal for my father, Eukimaite. He was a constable, Austrian constable. His lifetime is in Mosby. And this medal too, 1939, they gave him service medal. Service star, service medal here, 2 medals. But I'm all these 2 medals and 1 star. My mother lost one star, so I hold this. He look after the soldier in the war, bring them, he got to jump, he said, see, Australian asking me, when you got children, tell them, Australia is like an umbrella. And we are Papua New Guinea living under, said.
Oh, okay.
So this is a piece of talk I'm remember. It's a good story. My father said, Australia like umbrella, and we are living in shadow, underneath. Yeah. Because they look after us. My father said. So when you big boy, see the Australians, say hello to them, show them the road, give them some kind of food they wanted. You give them, say hello to them, shake hand and say this is a road walking. My father said, this is my father's encouragement.
January we must host him this la.
Oh, tem mesmo 3. Okay, look, come on. That's the area where I want to protect it. We got a forest there. We got clean water streams flowing there. We got the animals in there. We got birds. We got casuaries. We've got cockatoo, white cockatoo, the black cockatoo, the hornbills, and there's other more birds. We do have the white kaskas, and we do have a brown kaskas, 3 kaskas. Yes.
Now that all of the land use plans have been written and all of the consent forms signed, these villages have succeeded in protecting their lands. And in so doing, they have ensured that their children will know the same butterflies and insects, animals and plants, and stories that their fathers and mothers have protected for them.